Hey everyone, welcome back, or welcome if you are new. I am Val, and today I am going to be making a prayer board. Let me explain really quickly what that is. So, you know how in the beginning of the year, people tend to make vision boards. So, they put their goals for the year, what they want to achieve for that particular year. Well, this year I am making a prayer board. It is just what it sounds like. So, what I will do is decorate the board, of course, put envelopes on the board, and each envelope will be labeled with a specific category. So, such as family, marriage, business, things like that. And I will write down my prayers on an index card and put it in the corresponding envelopes. And the other thing is, there's also an envelope that says answered prayers. So when those prayers are answered, I will take them out of the envelope they're in and put them in the answered prayer envelope. You can do this with a prayer or Bible study group or a ministry in your church or even with friends. So come watch me make my board. Okay, so we're going to get started with the prayer board. The first thing I want to do before putting anything on the board is to put a little painter's tape on the corners of the board and tape it to the table. This way, as I'm working on the board, it won't move. All the corners are down, and we're going to start with some paint. I want to put random paint strokes throughout the board to jazz up the background of the board. I already added a little bit of the Craft Smart Silver Glitter acrylic paint to the plate. This is Michael's brand of paint. Now I'm adding the Folk Art Minted Aqua in the matte finish. And this is also the Michael's brand of navy blue. This is satin acrylic paint. Starting with the mint color, I'm going to allow my hand to move freely. I don't want the strokes to be perfect. Now it's time to add my favorite, the navy. I don't mind using the same brush because, again, this isn't supposed to be perfect. So if a little of the mint gets in there, it's okay because it's supposed to have an artistic flair. I just got another foam brush for the silver glitter. You can find these brushes at Michael's, Joann, Hobby Lobby, and the dollar store. I'm sure there are other places they can be found, and they're pretty inexpensive. So this silver glitter goes on very light. But let's see what it looks like in the blue. Yes, that is what I'm talking about. So it gives the blue just the right amount of shimmer it needs. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of this silver into the mint and see what that looks like. Yes, I definitely like that. But I did get a little bit of that blue in there. But you know what? It gives it a little more flair and I like it. It's your board. You make it your own. I think I'm gonna put a little bit of silver at the bottom because I put some at the top, just to even it out. The paint is fully dry. So the next step for the prayer board is to add the envelopes. You want to lay them all down where you want them to be before securing them to the board. I actually did an entire mock-up of my prayer board on my computer so I knew where I wanted everything to be. This is just a suggestion, but it may make things easier when you go to do your prayer board. All of the envelopes are labeled with the specific categories I want to focus my prayers on. I chose children, habits, business, finances, family, faith, marriage, and at the very top, answered prayers. Remember, these are the categories I chose. You can choose whatever categories for your prayer board. I definitely had to add scriptures to my board. I decided to cut out a few shapes on my Cricut and write the scripture on the shapes. Some of these shapes just serve as a backer. So there's a navy blue one and there's a silver one, but what I did was write the scripture on a white piece of cardstock to put on top of those backers. Now I'm laying all the pieces on the board, making sure my spacing is correct and that I'm spelling things correctly as well. And once you have everything down, you can then secure everything to the board with your adhesive of choice. Now I have everything on my board except for these. If you stick around for some time, you will learn how much I love polka dots, but I'm going to put these on a little later. I started securing the silver cardstock with the Michaels brand of double-sided tape. At some point, I forgot that I was using double-sided tape and finished the entire board with glue, but I'll show you a little bit of this process. Here's the glue I was talking about. So I decided to start using the Art Glitter Glue. What I did was pour some of the glue into this smaller bottle to use the precision tip. Once I glued down the navy blue scripture backer, I added adhesive dots to the back of the white cardstock. Now that all the dots are down, I use my Pin Pen weeding tool to remove the backing. Toward the beginning of the video, I mentioned these dots. It's finally time to glue them on. Okay, so the last dot is down and my board is complete. Remember, when you make your board, make it to your liking. Add your own prayer categories, but remember, when those prayers are answered, slip them into the answered prayers envelope. All materials will be listed down below in the description box. Please like this video, add a comment down below, and share this with someone. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video.